Hey, 4 Mile family and friends. Hope you had a great weekend and hope you got to connect with us, worship with us online for our service on Sunday. As we continue with the fruit of the Spirit, today we're focusing on goodness. And if we go to Galatians 5:22 and 23, I'm going to share the screen with everybody for that verse. Galatians 5:22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. So today the focus is on goodness. And you've probably been asked the question, hey, how you doing? I'm good. It's all good. You may even have said, hey, I have some good news. The word good is kind of just a default thing for things are okay. But when God talks about goodness, what's he getting after? Goodness is a rare word, found only 4 times in the New Testament, and that is only in the writings of Paul. It conveys the idea of benevolence or generosity towards someone else. It's like going the second mile. If you remember when Jesus was teaching, he said, if somebody asks you to travel 1 mile with them, go 2. If someone asks you for the shirt, give them your coat as well. It's that extra effort that you go to with goodness. Growing up, we're often told to be good. And that might look like helping your mom, taking out the trash, doing the dishes, mowing the lawn, or your parents might say, hey, you need to be good in school. I think the true meaning of the word goodness is commonly overlooked, like I mentioned. Goodness is action. It's not something we do for only the sake of being good. When we strive to be good only for our own benefit, that's selfishness. That's self-serving. Well, I'll be good as long as I get recognition. I'll be good if it increases my popularity. I'll be good if there's a benefit in it for me. When we act out of the true goodness of our heart, we're to be obedient to God and to seek the benefit of others above the benefit of ourselves. Now, that doesn't mean that every time we're asked to do something, we have to say yes. There are times we need to say no, but our actions come from a place of selflessness, and we place the needs of others before our own. So here are some things we can pray for today as we're praying goodness into our lives and into other people's lives. The reality is, it's hard to focus on goodness when the challenges we face seem overwhelming, right? It's hard to focus on somebody else's needs when we have our own needs. Well, if you think about first responders, if you think about doctors and nurses, about how many patients that they have to care for now, the hard decisions that sometimes they need to make for the care of somebody else. When supplies aren't there, and it's a tough place for someone to say, I don't have the proper PPE, but I'm going to go and take care of that patient anyway. Or I know I'm doing this and I'm exposed to this COVID virus, and it's not necessarily that we're worried about ourselves, but bringing that virus home to our families and friends. And some have to face this reality 8 hours every day, 12 hours every day, for some 24 hours a day, 2 or 3 times a week. And so as we look at goodness, sometimes it's tough to put somebody else's needs above ourselves, to have that goodness available to us. So pray that into people's lives today, even in your own lives. Pray the word goodness and what that means into people's lives.